What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Timeless Season 1, Episode 3, Atomic City. This was pretty interesting. We definitely got a lot more forward movement on the story. It makes me feel like, I don't know, we're already halfway through the season or something. I mean, I looked on IMDb and it only has 6 or 7 episodes listed, so I don't know if this is going to be a short first season or something along those lines, but anyway, they travel back to 1962. Apparently, it's set in the same time as atomic testing was going on, or atomic bomb testing. And so Flynn kidnaps this woman who apparently was kind of sleeping around with several powerful men. So she has the ability to get into the general's office of the place that's testing the atomic bomb. She gets a key that they use to open a door to get to the atomic bomb and get the inside of it, get the core of the bomb. And so that pretty much all happens. Along the way, though, you've got Wyatt, Lucy, and Rufus all trying to figure out how to stop him. At one point, they actually kidnap the woman that Flynn was trying to get to, but it turns out that she wants the pictures of her sleeping with JFK so much to the point where she's willing to betray them to get back to Flynn. So he'll give her the pictures. So yeah, it was a very interesting episode. Very interesting to see sort of. This one didn't have really a whole lot that changed the timeline. This wasn't some big moment in history. It was just a simple. It's around the time of atomic bomb testing. That's it. Nothing really big happened in the timeline. The only thing that happened is Flynn ended up getting his hands on the core for an atomic bomb. Don't know what he's gonna do with it. Apparently they buried it, and went back to go get it in present day. So I'm kind of confused on what the plan is, but it is interesting to see what exactly is going to happen. They've got a very good premise set up going forward. Now all of this stuff is going on. They've got the scientist that was kidnapped, Anthony. Rufus is adamant that he was kidnapped, but the boss kind of questioned, was he really kidnapped or did he just go along? And we find out in this episode that apparently he is working with Flynn. The question is he doing it because his family's in danger, or is he doing it because he actually is working with Flynn? Like, what's the whole, like, what is the point of all of this? And of course, there's the other question: how is this all connected? How is this all connected to Rettencourt or whatever it is that he's talking about? How is this all connected to it? All these things he's doing in the timeline. How is blowing up the Hindenburg a day later going to affect that? How is assassinating several leaders instead of just Abraham Lincoln, how is that connected? So a lot of questions raised. Don't know what his plan is now, especially now that he's got the center of an atomic bomb. It feels like they just got so many interesting things to talk about and so many interesting things that they can do from here. But all along the way, the one thing that keeps me interested is the characters themselves. I mean, this is an interesting group of characters they've got. Lucy, it's so interesting to see a historian who just loves history in a time machine. She goes back and she sees all of these things, all these places, all these people that she knows all of these things about, and he actually gets to see them in front of her. That's pretty interesting, and they utilize it very well. It's not just, oh, she's there and that's it. She truly, you can see the emotion on her face whenever she sees these famous people, whenever she sees these places. She truly loves experiencing all this, and that really works for the show. The other thing that helps along, Rufus, he's a funny character. He's the comic relief. He provides a lot of good, funny moments that sort of breaks up the action, breaks up the intensity a little bit, and keeps it from being too serious and too grim and, oh no, we gotta save the timeline and all that stuff. And of course, Wyatt is a good soldier. He provides the action. He provides fun fight scenes. I think Flynn's a great villain. So far, we haven't really gotten a whole lot of him personally. We've only gotten glimpses of him here and there. And I'm interested to see what his plan is. He seems like he's got it all together. Even whenever they manage to kidnap the woman that he was trying to kidnap, he doesn't ever seem like he's affected by it. He's like, we just got to go get her again. So it feels like he knows what he's doing. It feels like he has a plan in place and a backup plan in place if his first one doesn't go right. So I feel like he's a good villain to go up against, and on top of that, there's the possibility that all of these things that he's doing are actually for a good reason, even if they're bad things that he's doing. So always something to be interested by. But the other thing is just the fact that time travel is being utilized very well in this. The fact that in the first episode, Lucy comes back and her mom's okay. She has no more sister, and now she's engaged. It's very interesting to see, especially because of her character. Most women, if they went back in time, changed the timeline, came back to a husband or fiance looking like that, wouldn't be complaining too much, but because she is such a history buff and such a history lover, to be honest, it's kind of like, even though all of that changed, some of it for the better, even that stuff is like, it's not how it should be. And so that bothers her. She wants to see it change. Even from Wyatt's point of view, like, she understands why he wants to change it. She understands the fact that he wants to save his wife. But yet at the same time, there's that side of her that's just like, but this is how it's supposed to be. So it's interesting to see her go up against that idea of maybe fate isn't fate. Maybe some things aren't always meant to be. Maybe some things can be changed for the better. So, very curious to see where all this is going. But, I mean, they've got several great storylines. They've got several great little plot things thrown in there. Some good characters to go with. So, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What you like and dislike about this episode. What do you think is going to happen with this atomic bomb core? Let me know. We can talk about, discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future timeless reviews, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.